Welcome to House Calls, the Big Brother talk show. I'm your host, Gretchen Massey, and today, the much-anticipated House Calls show where we have, for the first time ever, 2 all-stars evicted from the Big Brother house here at once with me in the studio. So, let me introduce them. We have Chicken George and the beautiful Danielle. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you for having us today.
Oh, God, yeah. Now, I have to say for everybody, even though most of you know the rules, both Danielle and George will be casting their vote for the winner. So they are part of the jury, and we cannot let you speak to them directly. So you can still call 323-CBS-1000 to ask questions, and I will read the questions for you. And even if you just want to call and give your love and your support and your shout-outs, that's allowed too. So that's 323-227-1000. Okay, you guys, there is plenty to talk. First of all, you both look better than anyone else that's come out of the house.
Thank you.
You guys are smiling.
Yeah.
You don't look tired.
We slept well. We ate well.
did good.
You ate a nice meal.
Yes.
We did good, and we're
Yes.
happy to be here.
Yes.
This is amazing. And Danielle, I mean, you left. I know they said when you left such a class act, but you really were. All of a sudden, it's like you had your outside perspective again, and it was a game, and you truly left. Did you really feel that way?
I did. I really, really felt that way. I was like, you know what? It's done. I'm happy to make it this far. Play the game, and I'm voting for the best player.
Yeah. Now, how about you, George? How did you feel when you left? Because you left the same way, in a very pretty good mood.
I was surprised to have even made it that far in the game.
Were you?
Considering I had never played this game such as it is now.
It's so different from your season.
Correct. Big Brother 1 was all together completely different. When you were nominated for that 1 week, it was up to the American public. Yeah. So you had nothing really to do. But in this game, it was 24 hours a day, 7 days a week where that game was being played.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I imagine you'd have to have such a different tactic because now it's not about popularity.
Tactic?
It's not about if you didn't have one, did you? That was going to be one of my questions.
I had no
You did,
tactic.
George. I thought you did.
I had no tactic whatsoever.
Yeah, that's one of this year's big mysteries. We have Super Pass questions of the week. These come through the Real Networks, which provides the 24/7 feeds. And let's see. Danielle, did you think confronting Erika was going to save you from being nominated? This comes from Sarah in Texas.
I think it wasn't so much saving me. I just wanted her to tell me. And I wanted her to understand how I was feeling. And I didn't think it would have helped matters at all.
Right.
But I wanted her to see the hurt. And it wasn't game. That was real, raw emotion.
How you felt.
Yeah.
And so did you feel at that point that there was no saving you?
Yeah.
So you're like, I might as well just come clean, tell everybody how I feel.
Yeah, exactly. I felt there's nothing I can do. And when she said, everyone's scared to death of you, no one can win, I was like, wait. I'm gonna stab somebody in the back. I am, honestly. Just give me a moment. But I knew when she said that, I was done.
Right.
I was done.
Now, George, did you have a strategy when you were on the block this most recent time?
No.
Lord Jesus.
I had no strategy, no plan.
I get beat by the chicken man in an elf suit. Go figure.
No alliance.
What's up with that?
Pretty good game.
Okay, George, this goes along those lines. This is from Laura in Seattle. She says, Chicken George, did you think you were a real member of Chilltown? Or were you going to go after them if you ever won HOH?
Well, I never was a real member of Chilltown. And I was getting information from Chilltown. They were actually helping me out through the game.
You were?
And Will told me one time, he says, I will give you my personal guarantee that you will stay this week. And as a matter of fact, he gave it to me 3 times, and all
George,
3 times worked out.
He said the same thing to me.
Okay, well.
I know. And you know what, George? Will told me that, too. And to be honest, until last night's show, I thought I was a member of Chilltown. And then this morning, I'm like, what? I thought I was going to be cut into the deal, brought into the house. He promised me that, and here I sit.
Even the tarantulas are a member of Chilltown.
There's a lot of third members of Chilltown, so to speak.
That's what I'm gathering. Yes.
But nobody gets invited to the meetings.
George, my favorite quote of the year. Danielle, in the diary room, we saw George say, I am a member. I've got an alliance with everybody in the house, but I don't get to go to the meetings. It's so hard when you don't go to the meetings. Was that a little tongue-in-cheek, George?
It was total truth. I had the Gym Alliance, Bowflex and Tread. I figured they were the only people I could trust in there.
I made you come to my meeting. You're in my meeting.
I did get to come to you guys' meeting. I think I got to 10 too.
Yeah.
So that was the most I got to 10. So I said, well.
Okay. Now, George, how happy were you? This is from Sharon in Ohio. How happy were you to see the Colonel last night with a big chicken?
After being on a slop for 29 days, I walk out and here's the Colonel.
He's like
he
the
looks
Messiah.
pretty good for a dead man, too. I go, and then he's holding this big bucket of chicken. It was just so cool to see him, the chicken, and everything that was involved with that.
Original recipe or extra crispy?
We had a little bit of both last night.
Oh, you did.
Was it finger licking good?
It was excellent. It was excellent. Yes.
Are you a fan of KFC?
Most come on, you can tell.
Come on. Well, okay then, George. We have some really, really exciting news for you then, because I want to be the one to tell you that KFC wants to give you an entire year of free chicken, free KFC.
They're going to roll you out of there, boy.
That's true?
That's true. This is not a joke. That's true.
1 year of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Year.
Yeah! Kentucky Fried Chicken, we love you!
1 year?
1 year of chicken.
A whole year
I'll
of
have
chicken.
feathers in a while.
You will.
Oh, my God, Chicken Man.
So that's pretty exciting.
That is so cool.
A whole
Daniel, we'll
year
know where
of
we eat lunch
chicken.
at today.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, I got, instead of the slop pass, I got the chicken pass.
God, that makes my colon hurt, man. All that chicken, fried chicken.
Mashed potatoes
I
and
know.
gravy.
Now we need to
slaw, corn in the cob. Yeah!
best biscuits in the country.
I'll never need to worry about starving, at least for 1 year.
That's true, a whole year. So, okay.
Cool.
We thought you would like that. Okay. Okay, now, we've got
That's
some
good.
questions here. And
1 year free chicken.
let's start with this. We'll start with just a pretty simple one. For both of you. This year, what was your favorite competition and why?
Oh. My favorite competition had to have been the luxury food / comp when we dumped in the nectar. Because it was so much fun. It was messy. It was hysterical. Seeing grown men with bumblebees outfits and George in a flower suit. How can you not love that competition?
No.
It had to be hilarious.
It was hilarious.
hysterical.
It was.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
really was hilarious. And with the women on the one side, it was pretty hot.
Yeah.
And then we had George's team, and that was different. type of
Hotter?
hot.
Is that hotter?
That's the word I was looking for. It was hotter. How about you? Did you have a favorite?
Oh, I love that one because, once again, the slop pass was on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to consider, I was going down at this time. I said, I'm running out of energy. I'm not feeling good. I said, I'm going downhill. I looked at that slop pass and I go, yes, this is my competition. And I was doing everything I could to get that nectar juice out of
I know. You did. You gave it your all.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
all
you
200
did.
pounds of me,
I know.
okay?
Yeah.
And then I kind of forgot that, it was Doc and Boogie, up there, so I was jumping on them. And then I forgot when Danielle and Janelle got up on there, I go, oh, this probably is not going to look the best, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. I'm glad I rocked your world. Thanks.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I just can't get over what a good mood you guys are in.
We are, yeah.
Hey, we're the happiest losers you'll ever run across.
Exactly. We are.
This has not been our experience so far.
Really?
Oh.
No, I'm good.
People are tired or a little kind of soft-spoken. This is
Forget that business. Let's bring it on and let's do it.
Okay, now, Josh in Texas, this is a question for Danielle. Do you think it would have been better to try to get Erika out instead of Marcellus? Rewinding back to that phase early on in the game.
Love Marcellus, but with Marcellus, he flips so many times in a game, and he's an emotional player, and I didn't know where he was coming from, and for me, I think it was the best strategy at that point, and Erika made a commitment. I actually believed her based on her relationship in season 4 with Jack. So I judged based on people's past gameplay, and Marcellus is notorious for saying one thing one day and feeling the other day. And I couldn't believe him, you know?
Right.
And I prefer to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it didn't work out with Erika, but it is what it is.
So did you and Marcellus, because you just started off this question with, I love Marcellus, did you guys truly work out whatever differences you had lingering from season 3?
We did. Marcellus and I always felt we had this, like, I can't get him out of my life, and I can't get out of his. As much as we tried, and when we entered our house, you know, we're smiling, but I'm looking at him like, I'm going to get you out, and you're going to get me out.
Right.
But eventually, it's like we picked up where we left off. I think we had a lot of closure of 4 years of just this thing. And I'm glad to have done that with him. I adore Marcellus. I mean, he is entertaining, hands down.
True.
He makes me laugh, but you know how Marcellus is. One day he's this way, one day he's that way. And if you don't know him, then you don't know him. But I know Marcellus better than he knows himself.
Right, and you knew well enough not to trust him at that point in the game.
At that point, yes.
Okay, James in Nevada wants to know, George, what's up with the costumes? That's exactly how it's worded there.
It was something to do to occupy my time. And for a short period of time, I was able to go to another place, have some fun.
Oh, you went to a place.
Make some outfits. And I had very little to work with. If you think about it, there's not much in there to work with.
Oh, aluminum foil, you worked.
You'd be surprised.
You worked that. Oh, my God.
With kitchen utensils.
Now, George, don't make me sad and tell me that you only did this because you were in the Big Brother house, because I like to think that you do this all the time, because I do. When I saw you in your costume, I thought, there is a man after my own heart. He is a missing member of my family. Because my entire family, my father, my mother, my uncles, when we get together, we have theme parties, and everybody dresses in homemade costumes, still to this day. So do you do it outside the house?
Yes, I do, and I worked in Las Vegas especially.
Okay,
I would wear my outfits and stuff like that there. Oh, I love doing this.
Oh, y'all need Jesus. Both of y'all.
Jesus. Are you kidding me? We just need some pipe cleaners and construction paper in here.
A little bit of glue does help.
A little bit of glue. And duct tape.
Sewing needles, hey, whatever. We make do with what we have.
Awesome.
Okay, let's see. Lots and lots of questions here. Okay, Danielle, what is your strongest aspect as a player and your weakest, in your opinion?
Okay, my strongest aspect as a player is that I'm a businesswoman, first and foremost. And I try to make decisions based on business. My weakest thing is that people don't know. I'm very emotional. I have a heart. I know.
You do?
It's scandalous, but it's there. And with Jason on my season, he was my heart. I was going to move heaven and earth to get him to the final 2. And that's the problem with this season, was I was business, but at the same time with the Erika situation, it was just, I'm too emotional. And I think people are shocked to see that, but I am, and I didn't have Jason there to be my backbone.
Yeah. Okay, now out of the house guests that were in there for this entire season, who was the one person that you could have seen yourself being the most loyal to?
James.
James.
Hands down.
It seems like once James left the house,
that was it.
Everything turned on you.
It was, they knew. He was my strong person, and when they took him away, it made me completely weak.
Yeah.
Because I had no one to believe in completely. And when he was gone, I was just like, I'm completely by myself.
You were in the same boat I was.
Yeah. But see, you played your game by yourself. On my season, I had Jason, you know, and it was hard for me to be alone, completely alone.
Okay,
now, it wasn't so bad out there floating.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you know, well, yeah.
So wait, okay. You didn't mind the floating? Do you wish you would have maybe made an alliance?
No.
No.
You know what? After a while, I got kind of used to it.
Yeah.
Because you guys would take off, go in your room, Chilltown's over here, they're upstairs, everybody else. I'm in the kitchen.
Cleaning.
And I go, you know what? Let them all go to war, battle it out, see where I end up at.
That's what I was thinking you were thinking, George. I said, that man's letting us take each other out. He's going to wait till the dust settle and win this game.
Let them all go to war.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And now, I know Julie Chen asked you this, and I guess we're just going to keep asking, because there are still people that want to believe that secretly you're a mastermind, and that you went in...
Dr. Kaiser Sorsay.
...with mad strategy. Yes, exactly.
I thought you was Kaiser Sorsay.
A guy that dresses up in a Tin Man outfit, trust me, does not have no strategy. I had no strategy, no team, no friends. I knew nobody when I went into that house. It was just me. And I didn't even know how to play really the game.
Yeah, I was gonna. Okay, did you? Because I know a lot of these other house guests, the All Stars, they have watched every season in great detail. I know, but before Marcellus went in, he was working on charts of if this player is with this. You know, did you watch any other seasons?
I watched the last show mostly.
The last show of each season?
Come on, you
That's
watched.
about it.
So in your mind, you're like, you go in the house, and then comes somehow a day when you're like, yay, I win! And everything else, you're like, I'll wing it?
You know what? My life is a complete wing.
Oh,
That's the way I do
Wing,
things.
chicken wing, Okay, go ahead.
I go to when I did baseball. Okay, we're gonna wing this. Club sing, we'll just wing this. Big Brother show. I'm not gonna do no planning for that. Let's go in and let's just see what ends up happening.
I heard.
And I didn't do bad.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You know, for no strategy, not knowing how
beat
to play
me.
the game.
You beat Danielle.
Good Lord.
Who would have thought that?
I would have.
And you got
Hey.
free chicken.
Free chicken for a year.
That's what I'm saying. Go on a reality show, have no strategy, have no plan. Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works.
You know.
Okay, Franklin in South Carolina would like to know, for Danielle, do you still consider yourself a really good player, even though you didn't win that many competitions?
Good question.
I know.
Good question. I knew I sucked at competitions. Thank you very much.
I know you've said that.
I said it. I was terrible in competitions. But there's some people who are good at competitions, but not good strategists. So
You only lost that competition to Jade.
No.
23 seconds.
let's make a clarification. I lost the game by 23 seconds.
I lost by 23 minutes.
I'm horrible. But a lot of those competitions are luck. You know, I just couldn't find a damn doll. You
Right,
know,
I know.
A lot of it's luck.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Because you have such amazing ideas. I mean, I would put you also in the puppet master category. I would say that you have fantastic strategies.
Right.
Always working.
Right. Always.
And this year, there just seemed to be a force greater than everybody working against that. So even your ideas would have really, I thought, rocked the show. But you needed people to get on board with you and commit to the idea.
I needed a team.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a quarterback, but if you don't have an offensive line, you're done.
You're not even really playing football,
I'm not even
then,
playing
are you?
football.
Maybe you're just a quarterback
I'm
running
just
around.
ready to go to the ER. And that's what I did.
Or end up floating out there with me.
Okay, now, Danielle, you were the first person nominated. Because you came out guns blazing.
Oh,
this
yeah.
season.
I was like, let's do it. Because I figured I am such known for being a player, and I'm not going to walk out the door unless I did something.
Right.
So I said, you know what, let's do it.
Now, how did that affect the rest of your decisions after coming out that way and getting put immediately on the block? Did you tone it down a bit after that?
I did. I had, at that time, I came out gun blazing. I was like, this is risky, I know, but it was something I had to do. And then I said, okay, chill out, relax, observe people, because now it's time for me to sit back and watch people. And I did little certain things. I mean, I was still in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Listening and
Stirring your pot?
I was stirring it. A little bit. But I still had to do what I had to do. But, yeah, it was just, I didn't want to be kicked out for not playing.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely have always been a player, I think, that actively plays the game. There are so many different styles to this Big Brother thing. Brandy in Maine would like to know, George, how did you feel when Danielle confronted Erika in front of you? Because when we were all watching, you sort of, I said it looked like you wanted to shapeshift and turn into your yellow towel. Almost as if any sort of confrontation makes you feel uncomfortable. People sort of, getting in each other's faces.
That is true. That is so true when that all went down that night. I just wanted to really just get up and leave and let you guys two go at it. But I said, you know what? For your sake. I said, I'm just not going to, just leave, let this go down like this is. I'll stay out here and hang in and see what ends up happening that night there. Because that was a very, very bizarre night. Yeah.
So did it make you feel uncomfortable?
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No
Did
doubt.
you feel for me?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Yes, I did.
I'm good.
And I felt, okay, here I have two people that, they're still in the game. No matter how you look at it, they're still in the game.
Right.
So what am I going to do? Just walk away and just, not know what's going on or what ends up happening? I said, I'm going to hang out there and end up seeing what ends up happening, what the end result is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a commercial break. We have one last quick question for both of you. This is from Aisha in Pennsylvania. Danielle and George, was being away from your family the hardest part?
Absolutely, hands down.
Yes, there was no doubt there.
No doubt.
And
But remember what we said. We're the richest people.
Yeah.
Because we got family and friends.
that is so
True.
true.
And we may not won, but man, we get to go back to them. And we're happy.
Have you guys already spoken?
Yes.
Your significant others?
Yes.
And your kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
And my mother and father. So
Oh, how nice.
And when you get the word that everything's cool, they go, George, everything is cool. It was like, such a relief that, okay, you can continue on. Now you can have a good time with the game.
Because you know that everything is okay
Right.
with your family.
Right.
That
My
would
mother.
make a huge difference.
Yeah, my mother was really very short. I can tell she wanted to say so much because my mom, who do you think I got it from? So she was, I know Rosin was just like, okay, I love you, I miss you, we're proud of you, and I got to go before I say something that's going to get you in trouble. But my husband was so, I just miss him. That's the hard thing about sequester is that you don't get to go back home immediately.
I know. Although at least you guys don't have as long in sequester.
Correct.
Thank God.
Nice little break, and then you can see your families. And now with you, the slop. I know it tasted horrible. We'll talk about that a little later after the break, but it did you well, George.
I'm looking good.
I think you're going to have quite a happy wife waiting for her new chicken stud to come home.
Come on, work it, George.
Okay. We're going to take a really
That's a
quick
good-
break.
I like that
And
one.
we will be back with more Danielle and Chicken George on House Calls, the Big Brother Talk Show. Welcome back to House Calls, the Big Brother Talk Show. It's 323-CBS-1000 to have your question asked on the air today. We're just still excited about the chicken that is happening.
Yes.
Okay, now, for each of you, when you went into the game, George, you probably don't know this. Danielle, I don't know if you know, every year I make predictions about when I think the house guests are going to be evicted. We make these predictions at the very beginning based on nothing. So...
Do we get to guess what position you said?
Exactly. Or what you thought. How long did you think you would actually last?
I bet you got me at number 14, first one out.
So like the first one out?
First one out.
Number one? Okay.
Number one.
How long do you think you would have stayed this year?
I think you probably had me either week 2 or week 3.
Week 2 or 3?
No. You were right up there. You were right up there to win.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Because then there's the factor of the people with
You got to
that
know.
were thought as dangerous players being big targets.
Week
So let's
2
see.
or 3.
Okay, Danielle.
No.
What? One!
See? I knew it.
And I hope, and you understand, this is not because I don't think you're a good player.
No.
This is because I thought they're going to be gunning for certain people.
And that's me. And you
One.
were going to make it, she probably has you up there, George, to week 11 or 12.
Thinking not as big of a threat.
Right.
I know that you definitely think most dangerous.
I mean, we
game.
love you. We love you. Don't
We love the chicken man.
But I'm
Another chicken
thinking,
man.
to haven't played the game, anything else like that.
11 or 12.
Winner!
See, chicken
I've been
man?
rooting for you, Chicken George.
Oh.
I thought you would be the winner because, number one, I thought people would know the least about you. On your season, strategies weren't used. So I really thought people would carry you along a lot longer, keep carrying you along, then thinking they could beat you at the end.
Right.
Whereas Danielle, I was like,
She
is out of there.
I
She is
thought
out
I
of
was
there.
gone.
And that was almost right.
Oh, that was right, because week 1, I was like, oh, I'm done.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Oh, well, George,
I got a year's worth of chicken.
and instead of $500,000, we made this on our show. When you won your first competition, I was so excited. I made myself a Lovito and a chicken beak because I love homemade costumes too. And I did the whole house calls like this, and we did the whole show going buck 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 buck. George.
And he's still in the game.
Yes, we want to give you your honorary veto here that you want to take
thank
into
you
sequester
so
with
much.
you.
Oh, man.
Chicken man.
That was awesome when you won that veto, man.
That really
Yeah.
was.
I was
60
rooting
days
for
of
you.
slop,
I was
though.
rooting for you.
Shaved your head, and see, that's when I think people had to change their opinion. You were there to play.
Yeah, you were.
I mean, what you agreed to do, I don't know that anybody else in the house would have truly gone that far.
No.
It was the only alternative I had at that point.
Yeah.
So you did. I mean, you did want to win. You were there to play,
Oh,
right?
Oh, I am not a quitter by no means.
No, not at
Right.
all.
So I was going to do whatever I had to do, and I knew. I said when I seen Kaiser shave his head, because I knew how much his hair meant to him. when I seen him shave his head, I said that man's going to go for it too. So I said I have no choice but to write down 60 days. So I wrote down 60 days of it, and no, I would never recommend anybody to ever do that.
Devil's Porch.
But I made
Devil's
it.
Porch.
I did 29 days of the stuff.
Wow.
I'll
Okay,
read it.
what exactly does it taste like? I've been getting everyone's opinion and tried to describe the consistency and the flavor. Is there anything that I might have eaten that you could compare it to?
Have you ever eaten cement dust?
I have never eaten cement dust.
That's what it reminds you of, and it tastes
Cement
like
dust.
it too.
Okay.
Tastes like dust. Okay.
Imagine wheat germ
Okay. Oh, yeah.
with a little bit of oatmeal in it, but no sugar.
Okay. And that sort of consistency?
It's just, you have no idea.
Yeah.
It's
29 days.
29 days. You know, when Dookie Howser was in there,
Yes.
he took a spoon of it, and he's sitting there, he's going,
He can't even swallow it.
well,
Really?
It's so
and he
bad.
starts going like this. Here he goes. And he started, I think it's swollen up in my mouth. And he couldn't even eat this
You have no idea.
Really, it's
it
that
is
bad?
total nasty. I tried every recipe I could to think of something to
You
make
did.
it taste good.
You did.
I was working that menu. I could find nothing. So I ended up just eating it just like dust.
Like dry.
Dust
Like
and water.
cement dust.
Yeah. That's what
Why
it was.
not?
It was cement.
You tried to put it in the toaster. Now, tell us honestly, because that was a very funny moment.
Wait.
Were you serious or were you joking?
George, did you try to put
They
that in the
showed
toaster?
that.
Yeah. Oh, they showed it, and we talked about it, and some people have probably tried to do it at home. Now, tell me, was that a joke for the cameras, or did you actually?
No, he was serious because I'm laughing. God bless you.
George.
I was trying everything I could. The pan fry didn't work. I said, I'll put the thing in the toaster to see
But
what...
it's liquid, George.
Well, I found that out.
Yeah.
It didn't work very
So then if that wasn't a
It turned
joke-
the toaster on.
That means, because after you poured it in the toaster, George, you put a knife down in an electrical appliance to scoop it out. So that wasn't a joke either, was
That
it?
was no joke.
Oh,
that
my
was
Lord.
no joke.
Oh,
and then they
George.
come on.
Confusion.
Stop that.
Confusion.
That's his strategy.
Confusion.
Yes.
I don't believe they showed that.
Oh, they showed it. You're going to have a good time watching.
He was hungry and he couldn't think
Well,
right.
keep in mind, I was trying everything. Danielle, will this work? What if I try this recipe? You think that'll work? I tried everything, and then I just give up.
And just ate it like cement dust.
I just give
Oh,
up
my
at that
God.
point.
Okay, here's a question
Oh,
for
no.
Danielle. Tammy in Utah wants to know, Danielle, do you think you should have aligned with Janelle early on? But was that even an option?
She had too many people on her team. It was 4 of them, and it was just like if there was a way of me to break that. Let's be honest, you guys. Janelle's not known for aligning herself with women.
Right.
So, and I'm not known for aligning myself with women for obvious reasons. I'm sitting here because I did that with Erika. So,
Right.
yeah. So I wish I wanted to when I did that week truce with her, but when she said, you mean just 1 week? I'm like, ugh. Because I said, let's do this.
Something farther.
Yeah.
We never see many strong alliances made with women that actually last.
They don't.
And that is such a shame because it could be a very powerful thing.
Yes.
If we could ever see
If we
it
can work
happen.
together.
Ever work together.
Women.
I know.
Jeez,
With the bros.
I can't understand.
With the bros
that.
before hoes saying, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I'm trying to implement my new saying for all of society
Bring
out
it.
there.
What is it?
It's pick your Stella before your fellas, or sisters before misters.
There you go. I like it. Word preach. Go on,
Sisters
Gretchen.
Before misters.
That works.
Okay.
Which is emotional.
I'd like to say something about that. No, just kidding.
Please do.
No, it's fine. But if you look at Doc and Boogie's alignment, I mean, they've got each other all the way.
Do they? We will see.
I think
True.
they do.
We will
You
see.
think so? Mm-hmm. I know. I don't know. I can't tell what's going on anymore. All I know is pretty much everybody that was in that house was such a great player
It was ridiculous.
from their own seasons that I would have been happy to see anybody make it to the end and win for the most part.
No,
you know, I
good
mean, I have
point.
my favorites or whatever, but this
It
is
was
just
all
a great
stars.
season.
It's all stars.
It is. Okay, Beth in Los Angeles says, Danielle, oh, Danielle, do you know that you rang the doorbell 171 times the other night up at the HOH room? I
just
guess
kept-
somebody counted.
I actually just kept my finger on the button, hoping that she would answer the door so we can talk some more. I know I seemed like I was crazy, but I was so distraught. I just wanted her to talk to me, and I didn't go like this. I just went,
And held it there?
And held it there. But dang, y'all count it?
I guess so.
I guess
She was you were knocking on the door too.
I wanted to open the door, but she was, I guess, whatever.
She had them earplugs in, probably.
I don't know what she had.
And the phone, so she probably couldn't even hear you.
I don't know. 171 times. What did you guys think about those wake-up calls that came in?
Oh,
in the middle of the night.
Bet you can't sleep, wake up. Bet you can't sleep, wake up. It's crazy.
I liked the little slop song that was on
yeah, that guy was great. Oh, just what I want to hear. I'm laying there, I'm starving as it is, and I got a guy singing a slop song to me.
Yeah.
I go, oh, this is just really nice.
It was fun. The fans, I think it was phenomenal that you guys had a say-so in that to torture us. It was crazy, but it was good. It worked, and kudos to you guys.
It was cool to hear another voices, too.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what we like, too. Hey, anything from the outside world, we like.
Yeah, so that was exciting then when Neil Patrick Harris came in.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas.
Yes.
I didn't know. I was like, oh, my God.
Because I wake up, I go, there's like this new guy walking around here, you know?
I wanted to form alliance with me. Let's do alliance. Come here.
Yeah, will you be in my alliance?
Be in my alliance.
I had him first,
No,
Danielle.
I saw him first, George. I'm like, come on, Neil. You a doctor. We can do this.
So we are nearing the moment where they have to shuffle you off to your next engagement or who knows what. I know they keep you very busy and hidden away from everyone.
Exactly.
So, is there anything you would like to say, Danielle? You go first, to all of your many, many, many fans who I know did want to talk to you today. Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
To my fans, I know it's hard to be a fan of Danielle.
No, it's not.
Well, it was in season 3, trust me. But you guys have always been behind me. I hope I didn't let you down. I'm sorry I couldn't be as evil as you guys expected me to be. But I'm a woman you love to hate and hate to love. And I think you guys are all awesome. And that's all I got to say. Hugs and chocolate kisses.
Yo.
All right. No, don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining. Nope, we didn't get that. We didn't get that this year, but we did get sitting there like a bump on a pickle. And I was like, yes, there's one.
I said that?
Like a bump on a pickle. Okay, George, anything you would like to say for all your many fans out there?
I just want to say thank you from the cast of the Big Brother All-Stars for watching the show and supporting us through this very, very unique experience.
Oh, unique, all right.
Yes. It was a pleasure to be in your home this summer. Thank you very much.
Nicely put. Nicely put, George. Okay, let's say goodbye to our house guest. Thank you so much.
Thanks
it
for
was
having
so nice
us,
to meet
Gretchen.
you.
And you had me picked as a winner.
Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have much of a strategy in life either, George, and I'm usually wrong, kind of like you, so it
It's
didn't mean
okay.
anything. And Danielle, so good to see you again, beautiful. We'll see you both at the finale and the
Yes.
bar party.
Yes.
Okay.
All done.
Now,
Love
let's
being
watch
here.
a little footage here from Big Brother All-Stars as we say goodbye to them. And don't go away because Bunky will be joining me next, and we're going to take your calls. Okay, welcome. Welcome back to House Calls, the Big Brother Talk Show. Now we got Bunky back.
Hey, that was an awesome first half. It's amazing. And you know what? You have 3 people here, and this production crew is amazing.
They
you
are.
have no idea, folks out there in the audience, what these guys do, men and women on this team. They are amazing.
Because we turn it over fast. We have so much going on.
They have to fix
they
the
are
lighting. They have to
top-notch.
redo the chairs. They redo the background and everything. They have to mic me up. They have to unmic the other people like clockwork. They
Yes.
are truly professionals.
Yeah, they absolutely are. So, yay for them. And now it's time for your calls, 323-CBS-1000. So, Bunky, didn't you think that Danielle and George were in fantastic moods?
I was amazed. It's like they didn't seem tired. They were in really a good mood, and they just lost $500,000. That
I know.
They were true sportsmen. Those are not sore losers, but what would you call someone who's not a sore loser?
A good winner?
A good loser?
A good loser?
I don't know, but yeah, I really respect that, and I wanted those 2 to go to the final, too.
I know. I had wanted George. Obviously, I thought George could win. I forgot. Well, I don't remember who I picked for what anyway. Now so much has happened.
Right.
But I was surprised that I picked him as the winner and Danielle as week 1, and they both come out at the same time.
That is amazing. Week 1 and winner, the total opposites, and they come at out at the same
I
time.
know, it's
That
like,
is
how
amazing.
wrong can you be? I don't think you can get more inaccurate than what just went down there. But it was so good to see them, because I've
It
been wanting
was.
to meet Chicken George since
I
I
know.
learned he existed at the beginning of the season, and I've always liked Danielle.
What
I've
nice
always liked
people.
her. Yeah.
I think they're just nice people, and I like nice people.
Are you willing to talk to some of these folks now?
Oh, let's
see
take
what's
some
on their
calls,
minds.
for sure.
Okay, let's go to Belle in California. You're on House Calls.
Hey, Bunky, the other day you were saying something about who cares about good people, that the game's about, like, liars and backstabbers and stuff, that the good people are kind of, like, boring. But I think now they have the worst 4 people in the house for boring.
Oh, really?
Oh, my gosh, it's like last night just Janelle, all we're going to see is Janelle throwing herself at Dr. Will, and Erika and Boogie, and I think they're the most boring people left in the house. I think that Chicken George and Danielle would have been far more interesting, but I think they've left although I want to say that it kind of seems like Big Brother is sort of taking that road where every year they're going to reward the worst possible representation of humanity.
Right. I totally agree with you. And sometimes I'm sarcastic when I say, good people are boring. But, actually nice guys do kind of make for boring TV. I mean, think about it. And you're right. For this season, 14 people, how many were really, like, nice people? I think Nokomis, nice person, Danielle, nice person, and George. And maybe Erika, but Erika was just very vanilla, But the rest of them were big personalities, arrogant, conceited people, people who like making fun of other people and talking bad about people and calling them names. And unfortunately, that makes for good TV.
Yeah. Oh, but in terms of rewarding, like, the worst people of humanity, I think that's a bit much.
Well, I think her point being, in order to win $500,000, we are rewarding people who are the best liars, the best backstabbers, the phoniest people who can lie to your face, all of those people. I mean, try winning this game being an honest, good person,
right.
and you can't win that way.
And then I will say, though, like, Lisa, season 3, didn't really do anything mean or bad or whatever,
Sure.
And everybody says she won by riding coattails. She even says that. She was on the show Monday and said it. Nice person. Same with Maggie, even though I know some people were split during season 6 with the Nerd Herd and the whatever the other ones were called. But, I don't know. I just don't agree that we're necessarily rewarding, because oftentimes that person isn't the one that gets the cash. Of course, Dr. Will. That's the one that sticks in our minds the most, and I think that's what we're all talking about, probably. Barbara, calling from Kentucky. You're on with Gretchen and Bunky.
Hello.
Hi, Barbara.
How are you today?
Very good.
Okay. First of all, the people at my website, because I do the live feeds, they're really upset about CBS preempting the show for football last night. So I just wanted to get that out first off.
Wait a minute. What happened? Preempting
Was the
for
show
football?
not on at 8 o'clock last night?
It was on at 8 o'clock out
It
here.
was in my area, but a lot of areas were preempted for preseason football games.
Oh, now,
depends on-
Barbara,
They were not happy.
we don't
Depends on
run the
area.
network, right? Are you calling
Yeah.
about the actual show? Because in terms of
Yeah,
scheduling,
the
it's
actual
irrelevant
show.
to say it here? Okay.
The actual show. But anyway, my question is this, and it's kind of like the last question, but since we are down to the final 4 with the fomance/showmance going on, do you think that the boys are going to truly cool off toward the girls now, and maybe...
Oh, they're going to dump them. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
going to dump them. They're going to
Yeah, I
just
think they
use the
too.
women as far as they can. The final 2, if it's up to them, are going to be Boogie and Will.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is that the girls are really starting to see it now, and my hope is that they will kind of link up.
I don't think they will.
Right.
I don't think they will.
I think it would be a smart thing to do, but
I agree.
I don't think they will.
I think Erika thinks that she's going to be her and Will.
And I think I have some. I
Boogie.
think I have some information, though, Barbara, in case this ever happens to you again with a certain show. I believe you can watch it on CBS.com.
Oh, yeah, Big Brother?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't have reels, so...
Oh, right. Well, sorry that happened, but sure it won't happen all the time. But yeah, for anybody else, if that ever happens, you can go to CBS.com. You can see pretty much anything at CBS.com. There's
Wow.
so many things archived, entire episodes of your favorite shows. So
That's
if
amazing.
you're ever lost out there in the world, all you got to remember, CBS.com.
And you can watch past episodes of House Calls.
You can. You can even watch them, I think, some of them even from the other year when I looked like a wet rat. That was last year. Marcellus and I
You
used to say that.
didn't.
Well, Marcellus, anyway, we used to say that. We shall call it the wet rat shot. Okay, Marianne in Canada, you're on House Calls.
Hi, Marianne.
Marianne.
Hi.
Hi.
Wow, do I have Bunky here?
Yes.
Yeah, you got me, Marianne.
Are you on the list for top 10 sexiest guys? So you sure how it should be.
Top 10 sexiest who?
Top 10
Man.
sexiest guys, because you sure as hell should be, I think.
Yeah. I was just amazed about how things went down last night with Chicken George being voted out.
Yeah.
He is great. He shouldn't have been voted out. But
Right.
I understand how they did because none of them losers that's left in the house could actually beat him in the final 2.
You think everybody, if it was final 2 with George and anybody else, they would all vote for George?
I believe so.
Yeah,
You
Here you
think
have
so?
it.
I think everyone could beat George. That's why I think it was a mistake for them to vote him out. I think anybody could beat George.
Well, here you have in the house. You have Janelle, who's a bubble blonde that can't even make her own choices.
But she
Will
wins
is making
everything.
all. Yeah, well, Will was making all the decisions for her. She should have, there the other night when she put up the two girls, she should have put up Chilltown.
I know.
Oh, I know. Everybody, I know.
She makes one stupid move after another.
Yeah. Thanks, Marianne. I mean, unfortunately, that's just the trend this season. Everybody, every head of household should have put up Chilltown.
Right. So,
For how many weeks running now? And nobody did. Yet when each house guest comes out, they all want to say, you should have put, it's like they keep passing the buck. You should have put up Chilltown. But even though when that particular person was in the position of power, they also didn't put up Chilltown. It's this crazy cycle that everyone's caught up in.
And they're all going to lose to Chilltown.
I know. They are, aren't they, Bunky?
They are.
I mean, what's going on?
That's what happens. And you know you deserve to lose to them. If you didn't kick them out when you had a chance, then you deserve to lose to Chilltown.
I really was last night when they got hit with that whirlwind of, and now someone else is going to leave. I was like, here's the chance. Here's the moment.
I know. Boogie's sitting right there, and you can see the fear on Booger's face. And I'm like, oh, please just vote out Booger. Do it now. Turn on him. Turn on him. Turn on him. And they didn't turn on him.
They didn't. Okay, Jeremy in Canada, you're on house calls.
Hey, what's up, Gretchen? Hey, Bunk.
Hey, how you doing, Jeremy?
Doing all right. But that was kind of my comment. Janelle made a huge game mistake last night by not putting up Boogie. But my question to you guys is, who do you think Chilltown would rather see in the final three, rather? Erika or Janelle?
Erika.
Who works out better for them?
Erika, because she's
works out better.
Weaker in the competitions, right?
Yeah.
They can beat her.
Weaker in the competitions, so they have a much better chance of winning. I think they have a very slim chance of beating Janelle if she's left in the final three.
Oh, I agree.
I think they can beat Erika at competitions, plus when it comes to getting votes, they can also beat Erika in that aspect of the game because people do not like floaters this season.
No.
The other house guests, even the floaters are not liking the floaters.
They have no respect for them. And Sunday's going to be an important show to see who wins head of household. That's a very important head of household.
That final head of household. Yes. I mean, and a woman is going to leave.
Is it the final head of household?
That will be. Because
There
by
are four
then,
people left.
then we're down to the final three.
And then when you have final three, don't you have one more head of the household?
Competitions.
Isn't there one more head of household when there's final three?
I didn't think so. I think that's the final one. I'll have to try to remember back
I don't
to last
remember.
season.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I thought there is.
It always, I know that's the point of the season where it always gets confusing to me. No matter how many years we watch it, no matter how many times I see it play out, I'm like, but wait a minute, wait. Who's in charge now?
We only have 12 days left. And while I'm thinking of it,
What?
12 days left until the finale on Tuesday, September 12th. And guess what?
What?
You can go to CBS.com, click on Big Brother, and find where you can request tickets to the finale to be in the audience. They only have a few of them. Go there right now.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very cool.
I just heard this from the producers, and I'm like, what? I want to go there because I want to take friends. Because I'm going by myself. I want to take some people.
Yeah, because the finale is fun. It really is fun. It's
I've
a good
never
time
been,
to go.
and there are only limited seats because it's a small area.
Marilee in Missouri, you're on house calls.
Hi, Bunky. Hi, Gretchen. How
Hi.
are you?
Good.
I am calling because of the stat dud.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Stat dud.
What an arrogant jerk.
Isn't he
and
arrogant?
Bunky, I think you are absolutely adorable and full of personality, and he's just jealous that he can't be as great as you.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You know, I've been teased a lot in my life, and people have picked on me a lot in my life. And sometimes I just tell myself, well, they're just jealous. What they're jealous of, I have no idea, but they're just jealous. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's very nice. Yeah, stat stud.
Dud.
Boy, dud, stat dud. Anyone who was watching saw that we had a stat dud on again yesterday with more of his theories, only this time we thought he came on to redeem himself. However, I guess he came on to try to attack Bunky.
Trash me.
That's what went down.
Yeah, and I hear that Booger and Dr. Ill are trashing me in the Big Brother house. They've been trashing me for 2 months. They've been trashing me for 2 months in the house, and now I've got Stat Dud trashing me. Everyone wants to hate on the bunk.
Does it come after Bunky summer? Is that everybody's summer activity? As we go into our holiday weekend, hate on Bunk? Okay, let's go to Nebraska and talk to Jana. Jana, you're on with Gretchen and Bunky.
Hi.
Hi.
I was calling about I kind of know the answer, unfortunately, but the beginning of the season, nobody kicking out Chilltown, I thought, oh, I hope they into the final 2 because it serves everybody right for not getting them out right away. But now I've kind of turned the corner, and I'd really like to see the girls kick them out. What do you think their chances are?
Man.
What would have to happen for that to happen? One of them would have to turn on Chilltown. And I just don't see either one of them turning on Chilltown. Do you?
If somebody did, I think it would have to come from Janelle. I think that Erika is too far gone and lost in Boogie Land, and I think that she truly is believing they will be the final 2. So I don't think there is even a slight chance that Erika will turn on Boogie.
But Janelle seems like she's in love with Dr. Ill, and I think she's in love with the fact that, ooh, he's a rich doctor. He can buy me pretty shiny things when we get out. That ain't gonna happen, girl.
But hopefully she at least is enough of a gamer, I'm hoping, where she will think, yes, maybe I have a crush on this rich doctor, but he'll be there when I get out. Right now I have to win the game.
Oh, that would be great if Janelle would win head of household and then put up Will and Booger, and then Erika has to vote one of them out.
And then, she'll vote out Will.
And Janelle doesn't want that to happen. So Janelle's not going to put him up.
That's why she won't do it. So that's the problem. That's a quandary that we're in right now, too. Because not only are we down to Final 4, which always is really the stickiest time of the season, but we have 2 showmances making up our Final 4 this year.
That's not good.
So we don't even just have game alliances we're talking about. Now we have personal and emotional feelings that are getting involved. And
right.
It's gonna mess all the plans up.
Mess it all up.
Mess it all up.
So now can they all 4 compete for head of household? Because Janelle won it, so can Janelle compete for this one?
No, she is not eligible.
So Boogie's going to win it.
That's a dangerous time for her.
So Boogie's going to win the head of household. That's my prediction.
And then who does he put up if Boogie wins?
He's going to put up the 2 women. He's not going to put up Will. He's going to put up the 2 women, and Will...
And Will will vote. And then I think Will would evict Janelle.
Yeah.
Because, again, they know they can beat Erika. I have a feeling that Janelle is going to be the next guest on this show.
I think you're right.
And it's going to be crazy to me that Janelle has to go and Erika gets to stay, just looking at how they played the game.
But, oh,
it's
man,
gonna be unfortunate.
Maybe Erika can win the veto just like she won it last night.
Yes.
I was screaming.
Yes.
I was yelling and pounding my fist, and Will was trying to cheat. Will is a cheater. He always tries to cheat. He was dragging that thing. Did you see that? And slamming and hitting it. He had to get his power veto off, and he didn't. And Erika just kept at it until she got it off. I was screaming. My neighbors probably think I'm a nut.
I know. I was like, oh, yes, fine. I was like, yeah, use your Pilates, girl, and your yoga. I was like, wiggle it.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Pilates.
Yeah, she's a Pilates instructor. Okay, Katina or Katrina, I'm sorry, in California.
That's Katina from California.
Katina,
Hi, Katina.
You're going to be our very last call today. Welcome.
Yeah, Gretchen, I had a question. Don't you think Janelle is smart for going to the finals with Chilltown? Because now everybody in the house hates them because they know that they put them all there. So don't you think she's smart going against the guys instead of Erika? Except that I don't think, I think it would be easier for her to beat Erika than to beat Chilltown. I really do believe that, because even though everybody may hate them, I feel like once they go to sequester, things really cool off and they all get a different perspective, and they're going to look at gameplay.
Right.
Now, when you have Janelle versus Will, I think you can go, they both really played good games. Very different games. One was in your face, I just win a lot. The other one was more deceitful and manipulative, the puppet master, but they both actively played, whereas Erika did not really play the game this year. She had a few moments here at the end, but throughout the entire season, the feedback we've been getting from everybody is she's a floater. So that's why I think that it's maybe not such a good idea for her to end up. However, like we were just saying, I don't think it's going to happen anyway. I think she's leaving next.
Yeah,
I think she is going next.
Unless she can win power veto. If she can win power veto. What if she wins power veto? Oh, that's going to be so confusing.
Well, I know. There are only 4 people, yet there's so many different combinations of like how it could go down. I was doing that this morning on the way to work. I was like, if so-and-so wins this and so-and-so gets that, then they get the veto and they do this, and then you can only do this, and then what's left? And
so if Boogie wins head of household, he puts up the 2 women, and Janelle wins power veto, so then Boogie has to put up Will, and then Janelle gets to vote out one of them, and she'll vote out Erika.
Right. Oh, yeah, so it could go down that way, too. It could go down anyway.
It's crazy.
Oh, well, I guess then we're going to have to just watch the show. Watch the show. I thought we could settle it here and be done with it, but we can't, apparently. So, You don't want to miss another episode. Everybody have a fantastic holiday weekend.
Yes.
I hope you make time, or at least record Big Brother on Sunday night. I'm sure you will. And then we'll be here Tuesday for the very, very last week. Let's see how this thing wraps up. Thank you so much for watching Bunky, myself.
Thank you so much.
On House Calls, the Big Brother Talk Show. Bye.